be a normal XP lane Diroth, and then you have the roaming Masha or the jungle Masha, or it's the other way around. It can be a jungle Masha and then an XP Diroth. Now Atlas is banned, so Omega most likely will ban out the Franco because BREN Esports gets first pick on second phase.
Yeah.
But they banned out the Link. Ooh, much respect to Kyle Teasy.
So I know we haven't seen much of jungle Diroth. I know it can work, but I would actually just prefer to see it parked in the lane, XP lane with Esmeralda, because like we've actually mentioned, like you mentioned, Midnight, you know, most teams didn't really have an answer early on for Esmeralda or late game. Well, Diroth is that biggest answer, right? So that will work really well for them. And also at the same time, the thing is, the Masha, right? Because we've primarily seen it in the side lanes, hasn't been in the roam. I'm wondering too if that can actually be utilized well in the jungle. There's the Franco ban, by the way, too. It's actually BREN.
BREN
that
banned it
bans
out. Ooh, it's really the flex of the Masha pick here for BREN Esports. I mean, at this point, I'm not gonna be surprised if Few picks up, you know, the likes of the Farsa, the Kagura, even the Selena.
Yeah.
Like you can just throw out every comfort picks for the side of BREN Esports, and I think it's gonna work well because you do provide enough fast-paced momentum for either of the junglers, either the Diroth or the Masha. You provide them with the necessary toolkit to have control of the early game. And in a way, you're going to have a better game because you already have the Beatrix that is already a problem that seeks the attention of Smart Omega.
Yeah, speaking of problems, I don't think there's a lot of vision coming in, but I guess we're going to be repeating
Few likes
game
this
number
pick.
1, man.
Yeah.
Few likes to go to the beach, if I should
I mean,
say.
it's a renaissance Few. You know, Few back in Signal Ultra was one of the first few heroes to really capitalize on the Kadita. And it's such a good hero against Eve because you can, you know, you can make the Eve jump.
Imagine they pick the Johnson.
Yeah.
Imagine this is the game. They're like, you know what, game 3, let's just do it. Johnson Kadita.
Claude, there you go. The show is the choice here for Smart Omega. I want to see the Johnson Kadita for BREN Esports. For once, BREN, Coach Ducky, for once in your life, make the venomous move. Because I think for the longest time, BREN has been really how would I say this? Orthodox.
Yeah.
If that's
a traditional,
traditional approach with how they draft and play their game. But for now, I want to see a Johnson Kadita. I want to see a KJ combo.
Just go outside of the box.
Yeah, kill the fun.
Just for game 3.
Literally go outside the box of the Eve.
A hybrid Ducky. That's what I want to see this time around, man.
Well, he's got the haircut.
Yeah, he's got a haircut.
Yeah, he's turning pages.
All we need is a car, bro.
Show it to us. Get the Johnson.
Come on, man.
Get the Johnson.
We're just waiting, man.
Get the Johnson.
We're just waiting.
Get the Johnson.
Say it one more time.
What else needs to be said?
Get the Johnson.
Oh,
it wasn't.
Oh.
It's a Rome
Okay,
Masha.
it's a Rome Masha.
It's a Rome Masha, and this time around they're gonna go with a Lancelot pick. They want to go with the scaling that Fanny has from the early to mid stages, but Midnight, what are you thinking about this?
I would say BREN Esports went for a much faster draft. Again, Wolf mentioned it earlier that it's one of the keys to victory for BREN Esports. Have a more aggressive lineup, and I think this is going to work for BREN Esports. They have the Masha to completely contest the Fanny during his jungling stage. And you also have the Lancelot that is one of the fastest jungle clearers in the game, and also a fast-paced jungle.
This is this Kyle Teasy channeling
the
Carl
Teasy,
the inspiration that he had? Is he going to be playing with the skin as well?
Yeah.
We're going to find out.
Oh man, we are gonna find out because we are in for a treat, ladies and gentlemen. Who will be the ones to take the W for this series? Will it be the Hive or will it be the Barangay? We will find out sooner or soon enough because this is gonna be game 3. Now, taking a look at the lineups that we have here, a slight concern that I have for the members coming in from BREN Esports is that there's not a lot of lockdown skills for Ryzen, if I should say.
Well, I mean, for both sides, that's true. There's no stuns. There's no inherent stuns for both sides, and I feel like that's gonna naturally benefit Smart Omega because they do have the Fanny. But what BREN has is, again, the insane amount of damage on the early game. Even with the Masha and the Lancelot, this could go hand in hand.
Yeah.
When it comes to contesting neutral objectives or even just the jungle farm from the Fanny, it's going to be really annoying for Ryzen to be playing against this kind of lineup. And you also have to be worried about the presence of you. This Candida in the early game will be a big problem, especially to the Eve.
And I think, too, again, the matchup just in the jungle, just to start there, right? Have we seen Lancelot pop up yet this season?
Not yet.
I don't. So this is the debut.
This is the first time.
Yeah, this is the first time. And, you know, there's been talk actually amongst the casters here on the English desk specifically. How would Lancelot perform now? Because now we have that transition from just like these tanky junglers, now assassins can be played, right? And now that we see a lot of Fanny popping up again, this could be a very good matchup of Lancelot and Fanny and how they set the pace here, right? But already, like you guys mentioned, man, BREN has a ton of damage on their side already.
Look at this. Even the Claude is helping the Fanny just to take his orange buff on the bottom lane. Omega they are fully aware that BREN will do this.
This is a little bit risky though. Ogwin quite low here. He should be fine, but was just trying to stall anything that he could. And even though all that effort, that is going to be the purple being secured here for Smart Omega.
Yeah, and that's already a delay coming in from the Omega jungler. So BREN Esports taking a little bit of the up top damage that they can give in like the first few minutes or the first minute of the matchup. And this might just be the same scenario that we see time and time again, right? It's just Kelra and Super Marco having their own time, like having their own lane, you know, focus on your own lane, mention what you can do. But so far it's Ryzen, man, right on time.
Just waiting for Ryzen to commit. They knew that was going to happen, and the patience from BREN.
Oh my goodness, that call from Few really destroyed the timing of Omega. Look at the dashes from Kyle Easy.
He's channeling, I mean, he's doing more than that. Just Kyle Teasy already sitting at 2-0 on this Lancelot this early on is very scary, as now he's looking for another kill here.
Ooh, missed.
Forcing Renzio back, and now Ryzen back there too. Oh, they're not done just yet, and that's going to be a kill secured for Pandora. And now Chaknu trying to help them out here, but should be just a fine as Turtle now comes up here for the taking. Looks like BREN Esports is going to go ahead and work out on this one. Kyle Teasy does have the retribution available. This should be a free Turtle for BREN Esports.
Bro signed, you know, planted a signature into the top lane, making sure that they got it under control. That's the micro mechanic coming in from Kyle Teasy, man.
I miss this. I miss the Lancelot dashes that they used to do back in the days, like the diagonal patterns. Kyle Teasy bringing it back. I mean, you don't even need to do it, but Kyle Teasy, he realized he needed more stacks to be able to take out the explainer of Smart Omega, and now Ogwin is just, again, complete nuisance against the jungle farm of Smart Omega. And for the Fanny, for Ryzen, this is annoying because you have to be worried about your own farm, and you also have to worry about the presence of the Masha, because you have to put enough pressure so that BREN Esports react. But in this situation, BREN Esports, they're the ones who are pressing the moves against Smart Omega, and they have nothing against it.
Yeah, and at some point now, Ogwen is somewhat trying to fill up the void of the assistance that they want to do from the bot side. They've taken at least 75% of the energy shield, so that will be a huge advantage coming in from Super Marco. So now, Smart Omega, somewhat of a snowball type of composition, given that Ryzen is already there, has been taken out of consideration, given that there's just a lot of damage given up by the side of BREN Esports. And Few, just with the positioning, is just amazing. But Pandora, though,
top side, Pandora quite low, finally getting taken out. Ryzen grabbing a kill for himself here. Meanwhile, off cam, a kill goes over to BREN, and now meanwhile on the top side, Renzio gonna get focused down. Ogwin taking too many hits from the turret, as Ogwin is still alive, able to just survive that one. Ryzen hungry for the kill, but not gonna be able to get it.
What just happened there, man?
I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. It might be that the tower damage increase reset with the last hit to Ogwen, because the recharge wasn't there. It was not enough for Ogwen. He didn't have the energy needed.
Few, can he get the kill? He can't. As he goes in, now he's gonna be in a bad position here. Finesse and gets out in time. Chaknu looking for that way of the dragon, but not gonna commit it there. So Few actually almost able to get a kill here, but Kill VJ in trouble now as Kyle TZ under the turret grabs a kill.
He is out of control right now, and this is the typical Lancelot that we're used to seeing. Pandora, however, in the top lane.
Pandora. What happened there? He's actually still alive for now, but here comes Kalra looking to grab the kill. Grabs it, but Pandora almost able to survive that one. So this is just action all across the map by both teams.
Yep, but again, you have to be worried about the Lancelot of BREN Esports, who has been able to find his snowball in this game, and this is really scary for Smart Omega. They don't have any tanky heroes, even though the Esmeralda, she's very tanky, not by in a sense that she can tank all the damage of BREN Esports. She's just capable of sustaining. But against a Lancelot that is disarmed, it's really scary for Omega to tank up, to soak up the damage output of BREN's jungler.
Yeah, but in exchange of that, you know, Pandora's been taking a lot of damage coming in from the rest of the members of Smart Omega. Hopefully that trade will be fruitful for them, most especially now that BREN Esports is taking over in terms of the economy, 3,000 to be exact. And not to mention, you know, Super Marco hasn't really been part of those types of team fights, and they've just transitioned into the top lane. But taking a look at the items right now, you're taking a look at Kyle TZ, man. No longer having the high-end Rai. He said, scratch that, I'm gonna go for a different emblem, and he's been taken over ever since.
Ooh, under the turret again goes Kyle TZ, grabbing a kill on the king just like that. Now the rest of the team here rising, gonna take quite a bit of damage. You can't get the angle that he needs. Pandora now looking for the Abysm Strike. Can he get it? And they go deep under the tier 2 turret. The flex, the finesse from Kyle TZ with a double.
That has got to be part of the top 10 highlights, man. I'm telling you.
Sexy as hell.
What just happened there?
That's another term for finesse.
You know, yeah. That was sexy. That was spicy. That was icy. That was whatever you need to call it, man.
I cannot control myself. You know, I'm a huge Lancelot fan, and whenever I see these types of plays, that's why I followed TikTokers for plays like that. And Kyle TZ just showed up against Omega.
I'm gonna be sure that this is gonna be on TikTok later on, man. Pretty sure what's about
to happen with the slowed down music.
You got it on point.
The guy has had a kill a minute, right? He's 7-0-1.
It's over at kill a minute.
At 7 minutes here. This is insane for a debut of the Lancelot hero pick, right? I mean, this is an amazing performance from Kyle TZ. Someone stepping into those shoes and just proving himself what a threat he is.
I gotta say, Coach Ducky, the locker room, he might be just going like this. Hey, good pickup. We have a good pickup.
They just
nice purchase.
Yeah,
nice purchase.
They got what they had, man. They got what they paid for, and now Kyle TZ, you know, managing and giving out a show, most especially to the Hive, to the BREN Esports fans, because they are right here being aggressive. You know, once that Lancelot takes control, it's the others that follow. And now Super Marco with that weapon mastery is going to be a problem later on.
Yeah, there's a ton of damage coming out from BREN Esports. You also have to be worried about Ogwen with his ultimate now that he has the Guardian's helmet. And Kyle TZ... There was a pause. Kyle TZ, look at this.
That was the most just crazy time for anticipation. So interesting, right? Again, we're only 8 minutes into the game here.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this. How do you even stop this snowball that is already Kyle TZ?
Here's the problem. Again, there's no catch. And you're up against a Lancelot that if you miss, you're gonna die. There's a reason why the Lancelot Blade of FTC's Endless Battle build was heavily nerfed. He was just, you know, one-shotting heroes right there and then. For now, he has built up the War Axe, I believe, and the Hardened Strike. It allows him to continuously fight. As long as he has the dashes and the stacks are up, Smart Omega is gonna find it really, really hard to engage into the Lancelot. The only way for them to be able to take out the Lance is with a TikTok play from Cho. And I think it's going to be hard for Chakno to pull that off, because Kyle TZ has been really conscious about his usage of the Thorn Rose. He has never committed the Thorn Rose unless absolutely necessary. You remember the pickoff that he did against Fanny?
Yeah.
He had Thorn Rose there.
Yeah.
But he chose to go with the dashes.
Oh, man. Okay, so as we come back from that pause there, it looks like Feud, he used the ultimate, but no one went down there. So as we catch back up here, like you were mentioning at midnight, you're going to have to rely on Chaknu. Like, look for a TikTok play, an amazing setup, but how difficult is that in actual reality, right?
I mean, against a Lancelot.
Against a Lancelot, man, that can just Thorn Rose and Phantom Execution out of there if he wants to. You know, who do you really catch if you're Smart Omega? Who do you look for on BREN Esports? Because Kyle TZ's already tough.
And that's the thing also, how do you even catch at least one of the members if you don't have any crowd control skills? So now it is BREN Esports getting the first Lord of the game, given that they have the snowball necessary, and Kyle TZ just using the punctures to his advantage. You know, the calculations of the skills, and now BREN Esports slowly surrounding the mid lane.
Oh, they're going to go in already. They're not even going to wait for the Lord here as they continue to just focus on this tier 2 turret. I mean, they can just continue to push in. I mean, they're 8.5k gold lead ahead at not even 10 minutes in the game. That's how massive this BREN Esports snowball is. And a lot of it, again, started on Kyle TZ here. The rest of the team just profiting off of that, specifically Super Marco, who's had a vacation of a mode on this Beatrix. He's 0-0-0, but he's quite farmed up too. So now the Lord marching up the top side. Let's see if Smart Omega can defend.
Ryzen is in despair of a purple buff. He entirely needs that energy boost to be able to fight against BREN Esports. And even the Claude is finding it hard to look for opportunities to go win with the Blazing Duet. Because guess what? Again, BREN Esports, they have a ton of damage. A plethora of burst coming out from the Beatrix, even the Derot, the Kadita, even Ogwin on the Masha.
Wow, so they already grabbed 2 base turrets here. Chaknu could be trying to force a moment here. Can't do it though, takes quite a bit of damage himself.
There you go.
Deep into the base goes Kyle TZ, grabbing another kill. The Blazing Duet's gonna be committed, but not enough to grab anything. BREN Esports is just annihilating Smart Omega into the base, and they can't do anything about it. And BREN Esports takes the series in a perfect fashion.
Kyle TZ!
Another descendant of the TZ. You know, another descendant of the TZ. That's it.
Oh my.
Man.
This is a revelation, man, of what this guy can do. Placed at a better position, also being at BREN Esports, having the TZ as the moniker. And now he's just unleashing hell on everyone.
Just imagine the feeling of the other region. Like, come on! Stop with the TZs!
Come on!
Stop with the TZs!
I thought it was over, man. I thought this was done.
It's M2 all over again! Stop it!
I mean,
we already have Onyx.
What the heck?
Now there's another one coming. If you're from the other region, like, Philippines, stop, breathe for a second.
See, again, this is why I like the jungle meta now, because it allows for this, for these players to shine, like Kyle TZ.
Showtime.
And I love it. I remember talking about it on my video. I posted it a month ago. I would have loved to see Assassins come back. They're starting to come back. It's like the junglers, they're fading away. But to see a full Assassin with Killing Spree, not the high and dry, with Killing Spree, and to be the Assassin on the hands of a TZ. It's such a it's such a wonderful moment to enjoy.
Reminiscent, bro.
Yeah.
A lot of my memories are pouring back. I clearly remember Carl TZ playing for BREN Esports, pulling a Savage on an international stage. It's like, even though this is just this is a game in MPL regular season, I'm just so happy to witness this kind of games because it adds a different flavor to the meta and adds the level of